Google, because you can just sometimes look up people's names. It tells you way too much about them.
Yes.
Like, it's insane. And I can't find anything. I'm stumped. Can't do anything. And it's coming down to like Friday or Saturday evening, and I'm at work, and I'm like, guys, what can I do to win this bet?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, why don't you just follow her home?
That's what I said, in the trunk of her car.
Yeah, and I was like, no, that's a great idea.
Might as well save batteries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
Stop that.
I'm a sleepy boy. I'm tired. I want
fair.
to take my hammock into the woods and go to bed.
That'd be fun.
It would
Dude,
be fun.
I need to use my hammock again. We have to do that this year.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
On God?
On God.
Oh God, where's your knife? Blood packed?
Which type? Which one?
Just
I got multiple. Do you want serrated?
Preferably something sharp.
Oh. I think I have one of those. It's a cat knife.
That sounds like I would get a lot of infections.
No.
What is a cat knife? You chop up cats?
No, it's a chef knife.
Okay.
That has cats engraved onto it.
Oh, it's just like decoratively cats.
Yeah.
But not functionally cats.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second. It would have made more sense with how the cats were behaving.
The serrated part does come from nails of cats.
Yeah, so like I said, infection.
Anthony told
Sucks.
me, yeah, got him.
Got him.
He told me he would go on a hike with me this year.
What? One this whole year.
Well, he didn't go on any last year. So.
I mean, that's infinite improvement.
It is, and I didn't even have to tell him that he needed to give me his minutes that he owes me for it. Because for those of you who don't know, when the three of us make bets, we make time-based bets.
Mm-hmm.
So the reward is 15 minutes from Buddy, 15 minutes from Anthony, 0 minutes from Brayden, always, forever. But Anthony owes us like an hour or something.
Should we look at the board?
Yeah. Anthony owes us a decent amount of time. And I was thinking we could use that time to force him onto the podcast.
It would be pretty funny to do that. Like, he tries to get away for his own mental health, and we're just like, nah.
Hey, guys, so the podcast kind of makes me feel depressed when I see myself on it. So I think I'm going to step away. That's cool, but you owe us time. So
the best part about this is that it's just a note on my phone.
Yeah.
So I have full control.
Wait, hold
but
on.
I'm honest.
You are on it. Wait, how much do I owe you guys?
Do you already know the answer?
Yeah.
Oh. 0.
Yep. I haven't lost a bet.
He's a coward.
I'm a coward?
Yes.
No.
Anthony owes Buddy 15 minutes.
Okay.
Anthony owes Brayden 30 minutes. So we've got 45 minutes right there.
We got 45 minutes.
Buddy owes Anthony 40 minutes. I don't remember what I lost, but
it was
why
really
we did 40.
I don't.
Oh, I do know.
Yeah.
It was in It's Always Sunny quote.
It was an Always Sunny in Philadelphia quote, which was so embarrassing that you got that wrong.
I should. You know what? I'm just gonna add 5 minutes because that's even more embarrassing. Buddy owes Brayden 15 minutes.
Nice.
That's it. I mean, that's the board.
That's
so
the board.
You're winning, I guess.
Yeah, I win. We knew this. That's why I get bullied so much on and off of air. Mostly off of air.
Mostly. But like, I try to keep it real.
On air?
On air. Like,
yeah, he wants you guys to feel included and have that authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes sure to bully me here.
Okay. We'll do a bet right now.
What's the bet?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
Any ideas on a bet? No.
15 minutes if I can get Wordle in 3.
And no, you're really good at Wordle. We can't do that on air.
Wordler.
Dude, I was doing Wordle the other day. I think it was which one was it? It was one that got me. I wasn't able to get it. It wasn't local. It was the one before local, I think.
Oh, Wordle?
Yeah.
Oh. I think local got me, by the way, which is stupid. I did like vocal and
it might have been
like
local,
2 or 3 others.
Because that's the one that's come to my head. It might have been local that got me.
I feel like there's another one recently too. Can you look at like historical Wordle words?
I don't know, but it was, oh man, it was rough. And then the one I did on Friday, that one almost got me. I got it until the 6th one. It was what was the one on Friday?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it. Do you want to welcome people?
Oh, welcome to the Kickback podcast with your hosts, Brayden
And Buddy.
There you go. He got there. We just finished a Patreon episode where we go over the breakdancing dad. If you haven't seen this, he is one of the funniest dads, I think. Just from the little video and what he does to traumatize his daughter. That sounds wrong. Is funny. But if you want to see it, go ahead to patreon.com/the Kickback to watch it there, or view any of the other content that's on there. We need more than just the one person commenting, so we can have a full conversation on there, and really get deep about the stupid things that we watch and do.
Is it one of these?
Oh, Toxic was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do? I guess I did yesterday's. Toxic got me until Heave. Heave's the one that got me.
Heave was. I think I lost on Heave too.
Yeah, Heave got me, and then Toxic almost got me.
I got Toxic in 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was one of those like wild guesses where I was like, might as well guess an X just to see, and it was like, oh, do it. No, I was pointing.
Ooh. I hope he likes this one. It's sour. I know he likes sour stuff.
What is that supposed to mean?
You like sour foods.
Oh.
You like sour foods more than you like sweet foods.
It tastes flat? Is that a thing?
It has like a light flavor.
It's fizz free.
Yeah. It's not sparkling.
What the hell?
You only want it if it has bubbles?
Yeah. Just start pouring it out on your floor.
I had 3 Celsius yesterday.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I didn't go to bed until 5 a.m. But no.
So no.
I'm tired. This is my 2nd Celsius today.
Delicious.
But they're water-based.
Okay.
So they're healthy.
Is that true? Everything that's water-based is healthy?
Today it is.
Oh, okay.
If you're not watching the episode today, which you're not, because it's going to come out on another day, not healthy, don't follow my advice. Now, buddy.
Brayden.
Last week, I had my toe card for content.
Try again.
Hold on, I had my car towed.
I'm just gonna.
No.
I need it. I had my toe card.
I had my car towed for content.
Okay, that is better.
Thank you. And then this week, I had my house broken into for content.
Smart.
Yeah.
Why?
Really upbeat. Well, I just figured that we needed more to talk about on the podcast.
That's
so
true.
Why not have people break into my house so I can talk about it?
Just every week you're a victim of a new crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this week, I come home on Wednesday, and I open the front door, and the first thing I notice is I have this picture frame that is 2 like 1/2-inch glass rectangles, and it the 2 sides magnetize together.
Okay.
That way you can put 2 photos in it facing either direction, and then no matter where it's at, you can see a different photo or the same photo if you want to put it in there, right? That's on the floor, and it's opened up a little bit. It's no longer magnetized, and it's kind of ajar. I'm like, what? Hold on. What's going on? So I look to the right, and my kitchen table is just to the right. I don't know if you can call it a kitchen table because it's not in the kitchen. My living room table is just to the right. And
thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. I want them to have an accurate map of my apartment, so the next person that breaks in can know what to do. Yeah.
So you walk in the door, to the right is the kitchen living room table.
Yeah. And the chair that is closest to me is turned around facing the door front window area.
I'm sorry. In my head, you're very specific about all these details. Like, yeah, so it's like 2 things that magnetize together, so you can have a picture on one side, picture on the other side, and that's like kind of open, kind of weird. And then my kitchen table, it's actually technically a living room table. Hold on. Anyway, there was a guy standing in my apartment. Like, you completely focus on the wrong stuff.
The
Please
chair. Yeah. No, so the chairs turn the opposite direction facing away from the table. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. And I look at all the chairs, and they're all doing that. And I look at the table, and everything that was on the table has been rotated. The things that were on the right of the table are now on the left.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, what happened? Someone broke in. So I sit down on one of the chairs, which faces my east wall.
Okay.
And on the wall, I did the like college dorm thing where you get thumbtacks and you put them into the wall so you can hang shoes, jackets, bags, whatever on there. And all of my shoes are no longer doubled up, right?
You mix matched?
Yeah, they're all mixed matched. They're all over the place. I have my slippers on the ground, and I look at them, and there's a plastic egg inside of it. And I'm like, what? And it's an orange plastic egg for those who might want to know, since I'm being detail oriented.
Hyper specific details about what was the circumference of the center of the egg?
So it's about a 3-inch egg. It's huge. Yeah.
That's massive.
They're big eggs.
They're just big in general.
Yeah. Well, 3. Yeah. Right. Like we've gone over this before, right? Go on a dating app, right? 5'10", small, short. 6 feet, huge,
massive,
right? So like 2 inches, when you think about it in that context, huge,
big difference.
But
deal breaker.
Yeah. Some people would say, right?
Those 2 inches make the relationship available, right?
Yeah.
It like opens it up 2 inches wide.
And my jackets and bags are all mixed around too. I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I go into the kitchen, and I have the like, you can get them at Walmart. They're little cubbies. They're square or rectangle stands you put together, and you can get cloth cubbies and put them in there. All of my cloth cubbies are swapped.
Okay.
They've changed spots. On my counter is a coconut with my wig that I wore for the Halloween episode on the coconut.
Okay.
Which is weird. And then
just because it was weird because like the resemblance.
Yeah, it was like,
you're like, whoa, there's a guy in my apartment.
Yeah, I looked in the corner. I was like, holy shit. Oh wait, never mind. It's okay.
Oh, it's just me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's not a mirror. That's a coconut.
Inside my blender, another egg. Right. I start looking around. There's an egg inside my my microwave. One in the spice drawer. One inside of one of my pots. There's one in the bathroom. I ended up finding 8 in total. I didn't find the 8th one until I went to go to bed, and it was under my pillow.
Okay.
There's 2 sticky notes or 3 sticky notes on the counter, and it says, "What did the hurricane say to the palm tree?"
What did it say?
Better hold on to your nuts. This ain't no ordinary blowjob.
Oh,
but
it's funny because it's sexual.
Yeah, and then the other one was, "Why did the tofu chicken cross the road?"
The tofu chicken?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
To get to the other side. I don't know.
It's funny because it's sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like good tofu sounds like good.
It does not.
No. So I'm looking at it all. I'm like, okay, so my house was broken into. Someone has a key to my apartment. I'm trying to figure out who has the keys to my apartment. And then, kind of like in Star Wars when they go into hyperspeed and everything goes past them. That happened, and then Sherlock Holmes happened. So I entered my mind palace
at the same time.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
It was like one after another, right? Like the hyperspeed led to the mind palace.
Your mind palace is so far away that you had to travel faster than light to get there.
Well, remember how 2 inches is a lot from 6 feet?
Yeah.
I'm like 6 inches from 6 feet. So.
Oh, damn.
It took a while. Yeah.
Okay.
About 7 years ago, I made a bet with someone, or I think it'd be more apt to say they made a bet for me.
I like it.
Right? So she goes, "Brayden, I bet you a milkshake that you can't find out where I live by the end of the week."
Yes.
Right? If you win, give me a milkshake. If you lose, you have to give me a milkshake. I'm like, easy deal. I'll figure that out. I can do that. So I go full on stalker mode.
Yeah.
Right.
Hiding in the trunk of her car.
Yeah. No. I go full on stalker mode. And
full on then.
Her name is full first and last name. Her name's Michaela.
First, middle, last name, social security number.
There's something crazy about that. It's just weird. It's just an odd thing. I think I told you once before.
We have
it's
the
just
same social security number. I don't know why.
It's crazy. So her name's Michaela. I go to her Snapchat, try going to Snapchat Maps. Can't find anything. She turned it off.
That'd be embarrassing.
Smart. Yeah. I go to her like Instagram and Facebook profiles, and I go through all the photos, just hoping I can find like a childhood photo of their yard, like they're learning how to ride a bike or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So I go through her parents, can't find it. I look up her dad on like Yellow Pages. Like I go get a phone book. Yellow Pages, not been updated. Not the current address.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, what else can I do? I tried searching it on Google because you can just sometimes look up people's names. It tells you way too much about them.
Yes.
Like it's insane. And I can't find anything. I'm stumped. Can't do anything. And it's coming down to like Friday or Saturday evening, and I'm at work and I'm like, guys, what can I do to win this bet?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, why don't you just follow her home?
That's what I said, in the trunk of her car.
Yeah, and I was like, no, that's a great idea. I don't know if you guys know this. I have a bright green car.
Yeah.
It's very noticeable. We were talking about it last week, how people, like, you look through it. This week, I got a text message from an old employee being like, hey, I just drove past you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it happens. I can't follow someone home and have them not notice. They're just, every time they find out.
Unless you're in their car.
Yeah, but how do I get into their car? I don't have their keys.
Dude, okay. Your priorities are all whacked, man. You don't know how to break into a car.
No.
But you're willing to scroll through social media? That's bad for you.
That's
Back in my day, we just broke into each other's cars.
They call it doom scrolling. Like,
yeah, not doom trunking. You break in, you sit back, relax. Once it's parked, all trunks are made with the little glow-in-the-dark thingy so you can open it from the inside.
I could also do the doom scroll inside the trunk, so why not?
That's like multitasking. Okay, next time you need to stalk someone, hit me up.
Hit you up? Well,
Yep.
actually, I have a guy for it already. I'm sorry. Because when I'm talking to them, they're like, okay, that's a fair point. You can't follow her home. But what about your friend John? John will do anything for you. John loves me. He does.
John.
Right. And I say, you know what? That's right.
Mhm.
I bet if I called John right now, he would be there in a heartbeat. So I was like, hey, John, buddy, pal, love you. How you doing?
What was that word?
Pal?
Before that?
Before that? Hey,
Yeah.
John?
After that?
Oh, buddy.
Oh, that's your subconscious right there.
And I say, hey, I have that bet going on, and I need help. Can you help me? And he goes, what do you want me to do? And I say, if I tell you where Michaela works, and when she gets off of work, and what car she has, will you follow her home? And he goes, sure. And I tell him everything. He sends me a photo back. This car?
Mhm.
I'm like, yep, that's the one. How are you there already? That's weird.
It's a picture from the inside.
Yeah. He was in the trunk.
Yeah. This car? I can't tell. It's pitch black.
But what he ends up doing is following her home.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sends me a photo of her house and then the Google Maps screenshot so I have the address.
Yes.
Right. And I figure it out. I wait until the next day when they're like, did you find out? And I send the photo and say the address.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, how the hell did you find out? That's creepy. Like, what's going on? Right. And I'm like, well,
You challenged me to this, first of all.
This is your fault. So I don't tell it right away. I'm like, I have my ways, I'm a little sneaky. I'm a little sneak snake. And then I eventually tell them, okay, well, John, you know John a little bit. John went to your house, right?
They're like, you told John where I live?
Yeah, no. John told me. You got it wrong. It's the other way around. And they're like, yeah, that's kind of creepy they did that. And I was like, I don't know, because in my head, right, what is Google but John's car? And what is the World Wide Web but the streets John used to get to her house?
What? By the way, you're halfway there. Dang it.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't
You're halfway.
What is John's car but Google? And what is the World Wide Web but the streets of where we live?
So Google's crawling across the web of our lives?
So what I did is I said, hey, John, search engine, find Michaela's house.
Okay.
And then John went through the World Wide Web and then got me to the link I wanted.
Okay.
Right? And I'm like, it's the same thing. It's just physical.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it really less creepy if you found where she lives by like scrutinizing all of her Instagram photos and finding like a street address in the back, and then you reverse search that to figure out what number it is or something?
Right, yeah.
Like, is that less creepy?
I don't know. I mean, like, anyways, so that happened. All good. And then Michaela ended up moving out of state for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, at the end of the year.
Wait, how close to you finding out her address did she leave? She's like, okay, that's creepy. I'm going
That's
like
a little far. I'm out of here.
No, going states away.
Yeah. No, it was a couple. I don't know. I think this happened like at the end of 2017, and then she moved. I think 2019.
Okay.
I think. Well, 2023. right?
Mhm.
John's birthday's in November. Michaela came back down to visit her best friend, Connor. You guys know Connor. Connor's girlfriend, Vicky.
Her best friend, Connor. Not him, but you know him.
Yeah, you know him. You know Connor. While she's here visiting Vicky, she finds out where John lives. Michaela does.
Yeah.
And then breaks into his house.
Sure.
Goes into his bedroom. And then Vicky and Michaela take photos of themselves in his room and all that. They get like 10, 15 or so of them printed.
And they thought this was less creepy.
And
right?
then for his birthday, they have me hand him an envelope that I'm not allowed to look into beforehand. So he opens it up, and it's just them in his room. There's a whole bunch of selfies of them.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. It's funny. He deserves it. He followed her home. That's creepy. He's a creep.
She invited the challenge, though.
Not to him. He's a creep.
No. Okay.
And then, yeah.
You know what? After the whole "you got a guy replacing me with John" type of thing,
You're on her side?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
He is a creep.
yeah.
John, dude.
Yeah, John.
What are you doing? I'm calling the police right now.
Okay, right. So now John has a key to my house.
Mhm.
So when Michaela came back down just recently in this month,
Mm.
she tried getting a hold of John. John was not very happy that they broke in. He was actually still is very upset about it.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Like,
So he.
what if I
I know.
have incriminating evidence or something in my room?
The main takeaway, if you ask them like, what did you find in his room, they just say peanut butter, and I don't know what that means.
What? Okay.
Yeah, they don't elaborate. So John, when you listen to this, if you listen to this, you need to let me know what that means.
Peanut butter. What?
Yeah.
Can that be a good thing?
I don't think so. John lives with like 13 dogs. So they asked John if they can borrow his key, and he's not happy, and he's at home, and he says, "No, you can't borrow my key to Brayden's house.
Stop the cycle.
Yeah, this isn't a thing. Stop it." But one other person does have a key to my house.
Okay.
Connor.
I notice how it's not me.
Do you want a key to my house?
No.
Okay, that's good. I was gonna give you one.
Okay.
So Connor has one. When Connor went to work, Vicky stole his key, and then they came in and broke into my house, and they hid all the eggs, and they did all that.
Turn the furniture.
Right. So it all came full circle, except for now it's my turn to break into her house.
Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Road trip.
She lives 13 hours away.
Yep.
So I think it's like
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Do you know the address?
No, but I know the state. How big can it be?
It depends on the state. I mean, some states are.
I know it's a house, not an apartment, so that narrows it down.
Okay.
Right.
We can do this.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy.
We'll get John.
What? John, she's leaving soon. Can you just follow?
If you want to save on gas money, I'm telling you, the trunk is there.
There's $100 worth of soup in the trunk, though.
Wait, what?
Sorry, it's not soup. Salsa. Yeah.
That's slightly better?
I helped her put $100 worth of salsa into
That's
the
a
trunk.
specific amount.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They were being really weird about it.
Is it like special salsa?
It's from a specific restaurant, I guess. I don't know. I was like, what is that? Like, it's salsa.
They're like, my state doesn't have this salsa,
Yeah,
so we
they're
got to load up. Get
Yeah,
the
they're-
truck full. Okay.
Where did you get the salsa from? Oh, from a restaurant. I'm like, why are you being so? Why are you skirting the question?
I'm going to have John follow you peanut butter.
Yeah. Is that a threat? What's going on?
God, so ominous.
So that happened this week. When are you gonna do something for content? Let one of the neighbors break into your house. You should geocache your
No
key.
one could sneak into my house, though. Because I have an unbeatable alarm system as long as you don't have dog treats.
They just need to wait until you're away doing whatever and then break in, right? Sure, there's other people there, but you're not there to know.
Yeah, I have dogs and people in my house. So people that break in, I mean,
If you go in and say, hey, I'm a friend of Buddy's, right?
then that's
you
like
think-
worse for me because they're like, you have creepy people coming over unannounced. I don't know why they snuck in through the window if they're friends of yours.
It was the wrong window, too.
Yeah.
Like, that was...
The neighbors came and complained that someone that lives here has a friend that broke into their house. I don't know. Something you said did remind me of a story, though. I've had my phone number for 12, 15 years
Yeah.
at this point, somewhere in there. 15 years. I am old.
As frick.
Yeah. And that's like one thing I'll do whatever I can to keep my number, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just a pain to change it.
And it's just so easy to memorize, like the first number that you have, or the main number you
It's
use.
the main one, and I can never, like, people can't, you know, like, forget, they can't use that as an excuse. Like,
Yeah.
it's my same number.
Right.
Memorize it. It doesn't change.
I don't have it memorized yet. Tell me real quick.
Yeah, so it's that's the surefire way to have to change my phone number. Announce it. For the first little bit, I would get calls asking for the previous owner of the number, which is understandable.
Mm.
And I thought, you know, it's fine because, like, if I keep this number forever, eventually it's got to stop.
Yeah.
I still get calls asking for this person. I don't know if I should say the name, but it's a woman's name.
Okay.
And it's first and last. They're like, blah, blah, blah. Do you know this person? Do you know where they are? Do you have contact information? And I'm like, no. I've gone through all the processes I can to be like, can you put me on a list to not call anymore? I don't know this person. I've had this number for over 10 years. It's not their number anymore. Give it up.
Yeah. Stop.
So I used one of those, like, type their full name in and the phone number to track them down to try and figure out who this person is. Because I was curious because it was like, I think it's a law enforcement thing tracking this person down.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I was like, did they catch them? What did they do? What are they accused of doing? I'm curious.
Is that where you learned the trunk thing?
No comment. No. I don't know what she did to do this.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything listed on it, but I found out that I found her current address. I was like, what if I find her for whatever agency this is, and next time they call, I'll be like, okay, here's her address. Stop calling me. So I look up her address, and it's like
And it's your address.
the
name's
call was coming
Badine.
from inside the house. It turns out I'm just like, I've got
DID, DIDs,
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah, it's just me, and I don't know who this is. It's like, I called you 12 hours ago, and you did. I looked it up, and it was like some numbers on this street, and so I pull up Google Maps, look at it. It was in Hawaii, I think.
Okay.
And it was like the street name, the number they gave me put me on a, you know, sometimes addresses will have like a north and a east or whatever,
Yeah.
but then the road actually has its own name.
Yeah.
So I typed in the numbers for north and east, and it pulls up like Wild Goose Lane or something.
Okay.
It was a fake address that she had somehow populated onto the internet for a wild goose chase.
What? Okay. Is this real? Hold on.
That's my guess, because
Okay.
it was like some like rec center or something. Like, it was not a residence.
Yeah.
But that was her home address on whatever.
That's crazy. Like, she put that up. Weird. I thought you were gonna say. Turns out the house in Hawaii didn't have blue tiles on its roof, so it burnt down.
What?
Did you hear that conspiracy theory when all the fires were raging through Hawaii?
No.
They're saying that the blue tiled houses were surviving. I can't remember what the point of the conspiracy theory was. Maybe someone that's listening can look it up and let us know.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. But a lot of, I guess, blue tiled houses survived, and the ones that didn't.
I wonder if that's like actually like a coincidence of that is caused by the tiles, or if they just like notice, like, I think there's more blue tiled houses than non-blue.
What my guess would be is that certain districts, right, certain like county lines or whatever, there's a company that does roofing there, and the style of roofing they do is blue housing. And then that specific community was further away from the fire. So, of course, they survived more.
Makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. Or maybe they were the ones closest to The Rock and Oprah. Oprah
You okay?
Winfrey.
Strong?
What's her last name?
Winfrey.
Win or Wim? Winfrey.
Wim.
Is it N or is it M? I don't know.
I think it's an N.
Because they had like bodyguards not letting people in, and they had the sprinklers going, so the fire didn't get there. There was a lot of controversy there, if you guys don't remember.
N as in Nancy.
N, okay.
Not M as in Mancy.
What? P stands for Pansy.
I don't remember what the M is for Mancy comes from. I think it's Archer.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
But it's pretty funny.
I
I don't know.
Did you guys hear that Andrew Tate got arrested again?
I did. And, do you think that Aiden Ross is like a double agent?
I don't know, man. I think he's a Kevin. I think he's just a Kevin.
Or is that what he wants you to think because he's a double agent? What
Maybe.
better undercover persona to have than like the clumsy dumb guy?
Yeah, I would believe that, except for the part where he like was looking at his sister's OnlyFans on accident.
What about it?
That's
not his real sister. That's his undercover sister.
That's the undercover sister? Okay, yeah. That one doesn't actually count.
That's like...
I don't know. So, Andrew Tate, I guess, sent some messages to Aiden Ross saying, hey, if you ever want to come down to Romania and do a collab, it's kind of now or never, because I plan on leaving Romania and never coming back.
Okay.
Right? Implying, I'm leaving soon, so if you want to do it now.
Yeah.
And then Aiden Ross leaks that on stream.
Smart.
Now, the UK, who has an active investigation, and they're planning on getting Andrew Tate after Romania finishes their trials and detaining him in the UK, sees this and is worried he's going to run away and they won't be able to get him. So they reach out to the Romanian government and say, hey, this. Right? And it gets Andrew Tate in a lot of trouble. And
is he still... Because
Yeah.
I know that they were released from custody. Were they on house arrest?
Yeah, they're on house arrest.
Okay. I couldn't remember all the details because, like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, who cares?
It's been
It's
forever.
so far. Yeah. Now, in that, when he's getting talked to and he has to go back and forth,
Who?
Andrew Tate. I'm
Okay.
sorry. When Andrew Tate has to go back and forth in trials or whatever, he has to leave his house. He's seen getting into one of his Bugattis where a woman is driving. Now, this is so funny because he has an interview where he's like, I would never let a female drive my Bugatti. Like,
I didn't realize you were doing an impression until the last word.
Bugatti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the words recalibrated in my brain, and it sounds just like him. Good job.
And so people saw that and they're like, wait, hold on, run that back. And I saw a video the other day of just all the things he's said, and then another video of him blatantly just disproving that.
Yeah.
Right. In interviews about the Romania thing, about the what he did with the webcam girls, saying, I never did this. I would not do that. That's messed up. And then another video being like, yeah, so I would get these women and I would get them to fall in love with me. I would have sex with them because some people would equate sex to love. I didn't want to do that, but I needed them to obey me so I could control them to do this.
Yeah.
Right. And he's like, oh, I never had them be naked on there. And then another video of him being like, they would be on there, boobas out and everything, typing away, big smile. Like, just, can you imagine being his lawyer for this and trying to do that? But he does things like message Aiden Ross, who's a liability, and then he himself is a liability. Like,
Yeah. No, first of all, it reminds me a lot of Trump.
yeah.
Because just like, you realize you are on record contradicting this statement, and you're still like confident enough to just reverse the same position. Like, it would just suck, yeah, to be their lawyer and stuff. But also, it would also really, really suck. I think I've said this before to be Tristan Tate. You're like the smart brother, and you guys have made millions of dollars doing all this awesome stuff, and then your brother is just like
Awesome
admitting to it. Well, like making money, like awesome in like
Okay.
like
Yeah.
big, powerful, strong.
Strong. Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up. You know what I mean? Stop twisting my words. But it would just suck to have your partner / brother
Yeah.
just, you're like, oh, we made it. Like, we're set for life. We can live like the most degenerate, lavish lifestyle. And then Andrew was over here like, yeah, we did crimes. No, stop. Okay. They dropped the investigation or whatever, or at least we got let out of custody. We're cool. We can just chill. Aiden, we're fleeing the country illegally. Stop it.
It's so funny. Speaking of funny things.
I'm right here.
Yeah. But you're not a thing. You're a human being. You're not a prove it. The AirPod or the Air Vision Pros.
Okay,
Have you heard
Apple
about
Vision Pro.
Apple, yeah,
Yeah.
the Apple Vision Pro.
Air Vision.
Air Vision. Apple, did you hear about the guy that's from Utah who did a video of him driving in his Tesla with them on?
No?
He also got married with them on.
Okay.
Why? I don't know. He's
Is his wife that ugly?
oh,
Just kidding.
It's just insane that like
Or husband.
How
wait,
do
in
you-
Utah? Is that illegal?
to
Gay marriage?
no.
Is that legal in Utah?
I don't know. I'm not well versed in.
I was just curious.
No, it's just, he was driving with them on and using them, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
I don't know. It might be one of those loopholes where there's no law on it because the tech
It's
is
like
so
it's
new.
not a phone type thing, right?
It's like, I'm not on my phone while I'm driving. It's like, yeah, but you're clearly doing something worse.
Yeah, you're so it's so dangerous. Like, what are you doing? Stop it.
What happened?
He was fine because like Tesla has the autopilot function and all that, and I don't know,
Well, that fails sometimes too, though.
right? And you can still technically see, I guess, but it's just so dangerous and so stupid to do. And then
Seems like it.
to then go and get married to them too. I can't imagine being his like significant other.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Maybe like, if we're trying to justify it? What's the justification? All he's doing is recording like his point of view throughout the whole marriage, at the sacrifice of all the pictures looking ridiculous and.
But at least, yeah, he's like, this is what my beautiful wife looked like before, and like I don't know.
Weird.
It's so dumb.
So
But
what happened?
it's nothing. He's not in legal trouble. He's just like an internet douchebag finance boy who probably listens to Andrew Tate and is like, this is the best. Nothing too crazy. It's just, how can you be so dumb?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he didn't get in trouble, so is he dumb? You got to think about these things.
yeah, I think he is.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick true on that one.
My
He's
favorite
dumb.
Apple Vision thing I've seen so far is like it was a tweet or something of someone being like, the new games on Apple Vision are so cool, and it's like augmented reality, so you can see like the room they're in, and just like the little Mario coins, gold coins are everywhere, except it's in the bathroom and the coins are in the toilet, so he's peeing the coins away, and as he pees on them, the coins go away.
Yeah.
And then he looks to the side, and just all over the floor of the bathroom are coins. So he starts peeing them. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
I have seen one cool thing about the Vision Pros, where you can set up in your house areas that screens will always be. So you could set up like in my apartment, I can take the wall over there and I can say YouTube's always right here. The weather is always right here. The
Okay.
page of Reddit's always right here. So whenever I put them on, I can just be like, oh look, I'm gonna go check this, which
But-
is
What happens when there's something there that you need to see that's covered up by the glasses? Like,
let's say
just
you have
seems like
a
a
small
bad
screen right
precedent.
here and then your permanent screen over here.
because you're saying like, I put on these glasses, and then when I look over here, it just pops things up in front of it.
Yeah.
But like, what if there's a guy standing there?
It's more specific. It looks like it's mounted onto the wall.
Okay.
Like you say, well, yeah, I guess you could
What
maybe
if there's a
put
big
it
spider on the
anywhere.
wall,
And you wouldn't know.
and you just don't know, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
You get those videos where they're like trying to catch the spider, and it just like jumps at the camera. But the camera is your eyes.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stupid things going on with that right now. The Andrew Tate-esque bros just being dumb and filming themselves doing things that are probably going to get them in trouble in the future.
Mm-hmm.
The Apple Vision Pros, the fleeing the country.
It's just videos of Andrew Tate wearing the Apple Vision Pro, doing all the crimes. That like, would that even be that surprising at this point
No.
if it comes out with him? Because like there's audio files of him admitting it, video of him, all that stuff. Now all we need is the first person POV
So
of the crimes.
You said earlier, he says all these things, Andrew Tate does, that gets him in trouble.
Mhm.
But his fans still follow him, and he says things so confidently in the interviews, which makes me go back to a thought I had, which is Riz can be faked so easily with just confidence.
I don't know.
Because like, I think the reason, like, the reason Andrew Tate's or a reason Andrew Tate's followers follow him is because during the interview he's so confident. He tries to be so convincing. They're like, hell yeah. And they'll go back and he'll be so confident about the other things he's saying that they just kind of forget, right? Confidence makes them feel like this is correct, this is right, this is...
But is that faking Riz, or is that just what it is? Like, he is just charismatic.
I feel like you could fake Riz just by being I think you could just fake it.
But, like, my point is Riz fake if you're doing things and it works?
I think if... okay, so that's fair. My impersonation or my interpretation, my bad, of Riz is this something you just have. Somebody is charismatic, right? And faking it would be being not yourself for a moment.
Well, yeah, but so okay. Put another way, let's see. How do I like? If I'm putting on a fake persona, I'm the cool guy at the party, I'm trying to hook up with someone or whatever, and so I'm like, oh yeah, I have this awesome job, I travel for work, but I deliver pizzas or something. It's like, I travel for work, Yeah. It's like I'm lying to get it. But if it works, is that not just like being...
I think it's like saying
like
I am hungry versus I have hunger, right?
Okay. Expand.
One of them is the embodiment. I am hungry. I am the hungry. I have Riz. I am Riz.
I am the Riz.
I am the
Rizzler.
Right. Versus I have Riz. I think you can have Riz. You can get it by making yourself more confident, but you yourself are not charismatic all the time.
I don't know.
I feel like it's like a
Charisma's
switch.
a weird amalgamation of like a bunch of traits. I feel like
I think some people just naturally walk around and you're like, that's a person that like they don't really try, and you're like, man, they're pretty cool. And then some people can. I feel like everyone, if they have the confidence to do it, could just have Riz for a moment.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
it's still like, Riz. It's
you
not,
have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Riz, but it's not like they're faking a personality to display it, rather than it just naturally being them.
But like, what if they're not lying? They're just exaggerating certain features of their personality.
I think they're still faking it at the moment, because that's not
like
who
nobody,
they really are, right?
I feel like nobody actually like fully displays 100% of their personality all the time.
No,
like,
they don't. But I feel like there are people that are just, they walk around and like that person's cool. I want to hang out with that person.
Like, for example, if I like had to go to a place where there's a bunch of people who are like very conservative, whatever, and I like conservative in that I mean like super religious, whatever. If I go to an event where there's all these people, for example, potentially maybe like a bunch of your family. Okay.
Yeah.
And I go there and I swear less. Am I being like inauthentic, or am I just adjusting to the situation? I like charm them up, and like your family loves me. And is that like fake Riz, quote unquote, or is that just how it be?
I think that's still different. So I think that falls in line with your personality, who you are.
I swear a lot.
I know you swear a lot, but you also want to make sure that the people around you are comfortable, right? So I don't think that falls outside of what you would normally be doing.
But like, if I was being like my authentic self, I would still be swearing. But I'm intentionally not doing it, or doing it less, to make people have a better opinion of me.
Yeah, I think...
You think it's different? I think that's like the same.
The same. I don't know. I think like if I were to go to a bar and I were to approach somebody, the way I would do that, if I were just being me, is entirely different if I were to do that with the intention of, I'm going to try to be like as charismatic as possible. I mean, my game plan would just change.
Yeah, if your goal is to be as charismatic as possible, but like nobody has that as their goal.
Yeah.
Their goal is, I'm going to accentuate certain things to get the most out of this.
I'm going to stay strong on my point that it's fake Riz and you are a fake people pleaser. How dare you?
I am.
You're egotistical.
True.
Yeah.
I should stop caring.
That's why you're a landlord. Asshole.
Yeah. It's because you know what? The landlord relationship is the most beautiful relationship you can have, because I don't have to fake anything around my tenants, because if they don't like it, get out.
It's just like,
I'm kidding.
I saw something that was like, hey, if you're feeling sad and lonely, I'm sure that at one point you're going to meet someone who's obsessed with you and wants all of your time and always wants to know what you're doing. That person is your manager.
I think that's you.
That's me, yeah.
That's you.
I'm just so happy that I get to be that person for somebody.
So it's like you're not actually interested in people. You just have to manage them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a landlord. So we're both equal.
Right. I went to a party yesterday.
Sick invite.
Yeah. And I should have invited you so I'd have another person that like related to me. You
Yes.
know? But it wasn't my party to invite to.
Fair.
I didn't even know I was getting ready to go take a nap to go night, and then they're like, "Come here." All they did was they sent me an address and said, "Come hither." And that was it.
And you just did it, huh?
No, about an hour later, I finally decided to go.
But you just let people steer your life.
Whimsical, yeah.
Whimsical.
Whimsical.
It's like you go where the wind takes you, but you go where the text takes you.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody text me an address, I'm there.
Yeah, I'll go.
Especially if they say, "Come here."
Yeah, come here now.
Come hither. Isn't that like? Go ahead.
But I met someone who I haven't worked with for like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, hey, Brayden, how you doing? You still over at the one job?" I said, "No, but I'm now managing this one." She goes, "Oh, is that just like what you like to do, manage people?" And I was like, that sounds like a weird power thing. No, I never go into a job with. I've never applied for a management position. It's always been I work somewhere and they're like, "Hey, Brayden, do you want to? Kind of cool if you ran this place." And I'm like, "I don't want to." Are you sure? I'm like, well, maybe. I don't know. I guess.
They're like, "What about the money?" And you're
And
like,
I'm
"Okay."
like, "Oh yeah, okay."
You're like,
Eyes
"It's
go
not
green.
about the money for me. It's about the power."
Yeah. Actually, I'll take less if I can. How about we pay my employees more so that I can get away with treating them worse, but they have a hard time justifying leaving?
Can I cut some of my paycheck to use it as a bonus that I hold over everyone's heads? And then that way I never actually give it to any of the employees.
No.
But it's always there. It seems like they can grab it if they just follow my instructions a little bit better. And that's who you are.
Deep down at my core, yeah. Yeah, this is what I do on the daily.
I like the idea too that the previous coworker that you had that recognized you did not recognize you until she's like, "Wait, the green car, Brayden."
No. Okay, it was weird because when I last met this person, it was a long time ago. I don't even know if I had the green car then.
Oh,
right. And she's like,
Whoa.
"What do I remember about you?" Okay, hold on. You have a green car? I was like, "Yeah." Okay. She said, "What else is there?" Oh, cats. You have cats. And I was like, "Yeah, I got the cats like maybe 4 years after I last saw you. What's going on?" And they knew so much about my life, and I'm like, I didn't remember her name at first. Like I was talking to her for a good probably 20, 30 minutes, then I lean over to someone else and say, "Hey, what was her name?"
Mm-hmm. I like that. It's like whoever's informing her on you, or like before the party's like, "Brayden's gonna be here, just so you know, green car, cats." That's all you need to know about him. Likes to manage people.
Likes to manage people. I walk in and she said, "Hey, Brayden, long time no see. You're bald, right?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, I guess." Like, and people are like, "Is that just a question we're asking people now? Is that okay?" I was like, "All right."
Everyone that comes to the party, hat off. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Come on, right now.
Got him.
Bald. No, it was sad.
So sad.
Yeah. I don't know. They know somebody else, and they knew I worked because they're like, "Oh, what are you doing for work now?" I told them, they're like, "Oh, wait, I knew that. How did I know that?" And that's when the thing started going off.
Do you ever? Okay, I should know this about you. You don't like post about. I guess you have like your Snap story.
Yeah, Snap
Other than
Story is
that,
the only thing I post on. I don't.
Right?
I don't have Facebook.
Are they your friend?
I don't even have a Twitter. I have an Instagram. There's one post on it. So one person. No, I don't even know if I'm friends with her on Snapchat. The one of her closer friends I've spoken with. I put her down as a reference for where I work.
Yeah.
Bleep that out. Who's editing this? I am.
This episode is endorsed by.
And so that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe.
I mean, yeah. Either she's a terrible stalker because all she found out about you is green car and cats, which to be fair is like 80%.
Yeah.
But she probably just one of her friends or vaguely. I feel like the most likely thing is she saw your like Snap story or something. Somehow.
Or something, right? She did ask if I still live at a certain apartment complex.
Okay. Which was that the one you lived at when you knew her?
No.
Okay, what is going on?
It's the one I lived at last before here. So 2 years ago I lived there. And she's like, "You still at this apartment complex?" And I'm like, "You're following me." That's creepy.
That is. Okay, actually though, this is a funny prank to play on people. I feel like if
Just find out everything about him. Like, oh,
someone's coming to a party that you haven't seen in forever,
yeah,
and you haven't talked to in forever, so you look up recent details that you shouldn't know, and ask as if like that's what you remember about them.
Yeah,
That's pretty. That's pretty good.
I mean, if that was her motive, she nailed it. It is funny.
Like, yeah, if that was intentional, that's hilarious. Or was it Vicky and Michaela that brought you to the party, right?
Yeah.
They're like feeding her the information, maybe?
Maybe. I mean,
because that would also be a funny prank.
it could be. Yeah, maybe that's like how they found out. It's still the prank, but that's how she found out about it. Real quick, for everybody that is cool and a visual looker,
Okay.
follower, I just thought of this, so I'm changing subjects. We're away from
That's in the
my
past,
life
baby?
being, yeah.
Okay. Stalker, manager, what?
I need you guys to do something. I need you to do this too.
Okay.
You buddy. Okay. You have your hand, right?
I do.
Okay. You need to find a flat surface like a table, an edge of a table.
Found it.
Perfect. You have that now. Now you have 4 fingers. You have your pointer, your middle, your ring, and your pinky. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get your middle finger and your ring or your pinky finger on that table. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when I say go, you're gonna lift up and you're gonna switch to your.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna switch to having your middle and your ring finger curled in, to having your. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm saying it. Your ring finger.
The fingers on the table switch to the ones that are not on the table, and the table that are going to.
Yeah. So you're gonna switch which ones are out on the table. And go. And go.
To be fair,
And
my
go.
ring finger on this
And
hand is
go.
messed up. Let me switch. Okay, I need these ones, right?
Yeah.
I don't like this game.
Come on, do it. I
How'd
thought
you
you
do
were a
it?
gamer.
You've been just practicing.
It's so hard. I've been practicing for a minute.
This is
yeah.
like the one thing. What was the thing here? I forget the game. The pinky.
Yeah.
So it's
Nope.
which thumb?
So there's not a thumb. There you go.
That's it?
And then you switch. So you're yeah. Oh. Yep. Now there's an easier one. I think it's easier at least. And it's
Oh, the thumb was because you made us do ooh.
yeah, I mean ooh first. So I think the this one is a little bit easier. So you have your thumb straight up and your pointer finger pointing at it, and then, and then you switch. But you have to do both.
No, I don't. We got to make games for people with one arm.
With one.
I mean, I guess you could just do this one.
Yeah, you can do that one.
That sucks though. It's a hard game.
That
How
is
did
a hard.
You do that?
That was good. Slowly. Oh. It's so hard.
Why do fingers not do what
do you want?
your brain
I don't
says
know.
to do?
I say do a thing, do a thing. I don't know why.
I thought when you were first setting this game up with how slowly you were doing it, I thought it was going to be one of those things where you like grab your thumb
and
then arch it out and rip your tendon
break
or
your
whatever.
tendon. No, man. I just was at work the other day on a long phone call, and I started doing that. And I was like, why is this so hard to do?
So you came up with this.
Yeah, I didn't like see it on the internet first. I was
What's
just bored.
wrong with you?
Probably a lot. I don't know.
Sick freak. I was in the trunk of this girl's car, and I was like, how do I do this? I can't even do it. That is a hard game.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, that's what happened with me this week. What happened with you?
Oh, I've just been doing a lot of jujitsu.
Why?
I'm helping people prepare for a competition.
Oh, come on, say it. You know you want to.
That's it. I'm helping people prepare for a competition.
Are you one of those people?
Maybe.
Buddy wants to go get turned into a pretzel.
I will say I was complimented by a black belt on my
Okay.
leg locks.
Yeah?
So, and the main reason I'm considering doing it is because my last competition, based on my like division or whatever, we weren't allowed to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Specifically, basically nothing with the legs,
Okay.
except Jesus.
Except for Jesus.
Except for Jesus, you could do the crucifixion.
You get real
There is a position called the crucifix.
real quick. How did Jesus die the second time?
S-
What happened to him? He came back and then what?
Is this something I should know?
I don't know it. He came back and then what?
Did he die the second? He had to have, because the whole thing is he's going to come back.
Right?
He died on the cross for our sins. Then he
Came back 3 days
resurrected
later.
3 days later, and then Noah left him behind on the ship.
And he drowned.
So he probably but he can walk on water.
Fuck.
So he's in like the most historic flood, and he's just standing.
Yeah.
And he's just like slowly being lifted up, and then he starves to death because there's no food.
Oh, true.
Nailed it.
Yeah, because they were on the boat, and he didn't get on the boat.
Wait a second. How did Noah survive?
He was on the boat.
Did they stockpile all the food?
They had animals.
Well, yeah, but they had to keep those animals.
Well, maybe there were more animals, and he just like, that's a weird looking one. We don't need you.
The Family Guy meme where it's the like penguin and the elephant or whatever, and their baby is like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Okay, so
What was I saying? Leg locks. You can do the safest one, which is basically just hyperextending the ankle like this.
Okay, yeah. It's like the thumb one you mentioned earlier, but it doesn't break the tendon.
It does. Well, ligaments. You're breaking ligaments along this ankle right here.
Okay, so the competition let you break ligaments.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're popping joints, breaking ligaments, ripping shoulders.
Popping and locking into place.
I don't know why they would allow you to rip shoulders, because they're so hard to repair and stuff, but then they're hesitant about like that, because some places won't even let you do that.
Maybe it's because that affects your life more immediately.
I do actually know the answer. I was lying.
Oh, what's the answer?
It's because the classic, like old school Brazilians think that leg locks are like not true jiu-jitsu and they're cheating.
Why?
I don't know. It's just one of those like weird like macho things for some reason.
So, in our Discord, somebody posted a post. Posted a post. Yeah.
They posted.
Somebody posted.
What did they post?
A link about Theoban.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Trying to describe jujitsu.
And it says like they have like an item, something small they're trying to find, and the other person is trying to hide it, and they just like kind of keep moving around each other. I don't know. That one didn't do it for me. For me, it's just like competitive hugging and trying to make the other person tap.
The way I was trying to correlate with what he was saying, which I don't think he even does it, so I don't know why I would try to like justify his description of it. Mm. But like the item I have that you're trying to find and I'm trying to hide is a joint lock. Like I'm trying to hide my arms and my legs so that you can't break them. And you're trying to open it up and find it. You're trying to find the angles to like pop.
Putting in that context does make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot. I get that one. I'm on your side.
Okay, nailed it.
Nice.
But yeah, so this competition, I'm upper rank and I can do basically all of the things with the feet and the legs.
Yeah.
And I'm a leg fiend.
Yeah,
right now.
You like them legs?
I've been obsessed with it because
you've been doing legs for a long time though, right? Like you've been obsessed with it for a couple months.
Yeah. And
like some people are a feet guy, and you're like a leg guy.
Leg and feet.
Yeah, at his house he has that lamp where it's the fishnet leg.
Yeah,
and it's up on the high hills.
I couldn't do that because I would break it. I couldn't stop myself from being like, I wonder if this would.
He'd walk in and be like, "Why I oughta?"
I get you go like on Amazon or whatever, and you can do scheduled deliveries. I just get a new one every week because I know I'm gonna break it.
Right.
It's like just look at those feet. They look so breakable.
Pheromones on this lamp make me feel so aggressive.
Crack.
That's a joke about the Patreon. I'm not being weird. I am being weird, but it has context.
Yeah, slightly less weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I want to be able to break people's knees and break people's feet and break them a different way right here, and it's just fun. You can like
it's just fun. I just enjoy making people suffer for the rest of their life.
Twist the feet up like this, and then pull this shin through this calf.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like you break the shin bone.
Most likely you're gonna detach the muscle first.
Okay. Yeah, but
and then
that description to me said my legs are gonna be crossed, and then you're gonna take this leg that's on the bottom, and you're gonna bend my shin so that my shin breaks through my skin and goes through my calf. You're gonna impale me with my own shin?
No, your shin is very sharp right here.
Yeah.
So I can.
Don't do it to me.
Oh, okay. I can show you, but basically, so if you were to loop one arm, I can't do it to my own legs.
I'm afraid to give him my legs. These are hidden. You can't.
Well, I've been spending months figuring out how to find them. See, you get it.
I do.
You get the
I
alarm.
understand now. Don't.
So if you loop your arm over this leg and under this leg, can you picture that?
Visual listeners, love you to death. Okay, you need to be in YouTube right now because this is very important. This could save your life if somebody's trying to rob you and you don't have like your bear mace.
Yeah. Instead, break their legs. Cross their ankles, and you get right here, right? So your armpit goes over the top leg.
Okay.
And your forearm goes under that leg.
Okay, yeah, and I get
it. And so I've got the legs, and you grab your hands together, and you use your whole core to twist.
So you Russian twist.
So you're pulling this leg up.
I get it.
And you're keeping this leg down.
Yeah.
And so I think most likely it separates the muscle right here, and then starts fracturing the bones.
That seems so dangerous.
Got him.
Okay. Real quick, just to send us off, I have one last question for you. Who do you think would win in a fight? Joe Rogan, Mark Zuckerberg.
Joe Rogan?
You think so?
Yes.
Is he actively practicing now?
I'm pretty sure he still trains, yes.
Okay.
And
so old.
you're saying just a fight?
Well, like, yeah, they're like a sanctioned event. They're doing their thing.
Well, MMA or?
BJJ.
Oh, okay. Joe Rogan.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it here
but
first.
100% Joe Rogan if it's like MMA.
Yeah, because I mean, Joe Rogan's kick's insane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Elon Musk or Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan. Sorry.
No.
Okay. Do Elon Musk versus the other person. I choose the other person.
Okay.
Almost definitely.
All the time.
If they're between the ages of like 18 and 50, probably the other person.
Now, what about Mark Zuckerberg, Andrew Tate?
Fight?
Yeah. I think I'm going on Mark.
I don't know.
Because Andrew Tate hasn't practiced in a long time, right? He just went through prison where he wasn't able to like work out a whole lot.
Isn't that all you do in prison?
He said that, but like
I've considered committing crimes just to get jacked.
Yeah, his workouts though are like the only way you would ever get progress doing those workouts is if you were also on steroids. They're really bad.
What do you mean?
Like there are just some movements that are okay. So let's say you can squat.
I can.
Like a 100-pound bar.
Okay.
But you can also curl that bar, right?
Okay.
You have to make a sacrifice somewhere, unless your legs are just as strong as your biceps, right? In which case, your legs are very, very weak in comparison. And that's what his exercises are.
Okay.
He's using the same weight for multiple body groups. So,
now.
yeah.
Yep, I got there. It took a second.
He got there. He figured it out.
Okay, well, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening.
Stopping by. Thanks for coming to the Kickback, neighbors. Neighbors. Oh. And we'll see you guys next time. Wait. And we'll see you next time.
Act like you're at the very start of a break dancing competition, but you never actually fully commit to it. So it's literally just that first part of him.
Yeah.
And that's it. And he's like, okay, harder. It's pretty good. Did I do good?
No,
could I break dance?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. But this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. 66 years old.